Hey everyone! First of all, the whole Big Data Club team would like to welcome you to the first podcast produced by the 2021 cohort. We hope you'll enjoy it as much as we enjoyed producing it. For this first podcast, we decided to use a format developed by previous year's cohorts called Big Data Month. For those of you joining us for the first time, in Big Data Month, we will discuss news articles related to data. In this first podcast, we'll discuss a couple of articles as well as a video. You'll be able to find them linked to this podcast if you want to check them out. And now, without further ado, I'll let you listen to what we prepared for you and hope you'll enjoy it. So hi everyone, welcome. This is the first podcast from the Big Data Club podcast team for this year. In a few minutes, I'm going to let everyone introduce themselves. We're just happy to host you and to have you here. So basically, I'm Tristan. I'm going to let now the team introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Emma. I'm the other podcast manager. We are going to describe ourselves in 3 words, each person. So it can be very short and very concise. So to begin with me, I'm Emma. My 3 words are business, Asia, Japan especially, and maybe technology.
Hello everyone, my name is Roy. I'm from Hong Kong. I've been working for quite some years before I joined ESCP. I work as a product designer. So nice meeting you all.
So as I said, I'm Tristan. I have a background in finance, so that would be one of my 3 words. I have also kind of a specialty in blockchain and topics related to cryptocurrencies. So basically, yeah, that's the 3 words.
Okay, I'm Yuan, and my 3 words is I'm from Taiwan, and I major in English when I was in bachelor, and I do marketing after graduation.
Cool. So I'm Jan, and my 3 words are business, banking, and applications. So I used to work on a lot of banking apps. So.
Well, I thought when you were saying application, you're good at playing apps.
Oh yeah, that's just like games and.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Impressive.
Yeah.
Good intro.
Hi, I'm Chloe. I'm from France, and my 3 words would be econometrics, arts, and experimental cooking, I'd say.
We love cooking. Great. So to introduce the podcast of the day, we have decided to begin with a podcast that have been done the last year, which is talking about news. So we have chosen 2 news today to introduce to you, and we're going to talk about that during the 20 minutes we're going to spend together. Are you all happy?
Yeah,
Awesome.
Let's go.
Awesome, great. Do you want to introduce the Twitch news because you
Sure.
familiar with it?
Oh yeah, I learned this news quite some time ago this morning. Actually, I should be more prepared in like having the news. So the first news that we're going to talk about is a company called Twitch. So I'm not sure you guys familiar with the company Twitch. It's actually an online gaming streaming company. People can stream their video, gaming video online, and people from all the audience they can pay and give money as the encouragement. This company is I think it's the most popular gaming streaming company in the world so far, and it got acquired by a company Amazon in 2014. So what happened is in the 6th of October 2021, there is a severe data leakage. So there are a lot of customer informations are actually being leaked online, which is accessible by a lot of people on the internet. So, which regard as a very critical issues, and it brings a alarm to everyone that this like using this platform that actually is this company really secure and help the customer to protect their privacy.
So basically, the kind of data that were leaked were more about, for example, the streamers' revenues. That were the most important thing because the revenue of people on internet are a bit taboo, at least in France. I don't know in your countries. So a lot of people were shocked by the amount of all the streamers. So it was a big thing. A lot of people were worried about, for example, the password of the consumers or even the credit card because they were payments, as you said. But yeah, it's a big issue, as you said, because Twitch has been bought by Amazon. So a lot of codes and a lot of privacy has been bought by Amazon. So it means that Amazon is linked to that leakage. We can be a lot of more worried about that.
Do you guys use Twitch before? Who used Twitch before? Or I haven't used it yet.
I'm the gamer girl.
Emma, can you briefly share your experience in using Twitch? And are you using that platform as a creator or you're just
No, just watcher. Just a watcher.
Which one that you were watching? The game.
Which one game? I don't know. I was just watching like the French streamer. Like I don't have a precise streamer or precise game. I just come and go according of my mood.
I see.
Yeah, mood is important, I think, for watching.
I see.
Yeah, and so another important aspect of it is that, as you mentioned, so basically some of the revenues of the streamers were shared, and that raises the problem of basically privacy and trust, obviously. Because it's really important to have trust in the platform you work with. And now some streamers might not care at all about the fact that their revenues were public, but some others might really care about it and not trust the platform anymore and not use it. So an idea to be raised could be also to discuss the privacy with the streamers and what is important to them, because the platform is built on the streamers and on the users.
I want to interview Emma because she is the user.
Oh wow!
No, but I think
Okay.
for everyone as well. Are you guys if your data really being leaked by the company, like if you're a Twitch user and your information, credit card information is being leaked, do you guys really has a very strong feeling, or you're really mad?
So just to confirm for everyone, I was very worried about my password and my credit card because I pay for some streamers a bit. So I was very worried for my credit card, for example, and a lot of people were. But actually, Twitch is supplying all that payment and credit card codes, etc. So all databases are still safe. But if the credit card will leak, I think Twitch will be completely done.
But really?
Definitely.
Because I think a lot of company like Visa card, MasterCard, they will, if you have any issues, you can cut the card immediately, so that you won't lose any money from.
Yeah,
the
you
credit
won't lose any money, but the trust, as Triton said, would be completely done.
Okay.
And I think because Twitch is linked with Amazon, Amazon would also have some damage as well. So
And maybe as well, since even if you don't lose money as a customer, so Emma said you lose trust in the company, but you also have new things to do that you did not have to do before, like
it takes
cut your
time.
credit card and ask your bank to give you another credit card. If the company hadn't failed in securing the platform, this wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, it takes time.
So it's some work for the customer, which it does not have to do usually. So that can be also a problem.
I think personally, if my information is being leaked by Twitch, I would be very mad. I don't think it is because of my credit card information is being leaked and I might lose money. I think when it comes to having risk of losing money, there are many ways to do it. One example I can give out is because I was working in the fintech industry, so data is really important, because when those kind of people that stole your information, they might be able to call you or text you. If that person can like reveal some of the very personal information from me, I would trust that person. I might trust that person really from the buying, and he or she might ask me to perform some kind of suspicious transaction. But because he or she can like reveal those kind of information, I trust them. So yeah, this is a very critical thing.
Yeah.
I do agree about trust. If a data company really don't care, like taking care of this in a very good manner, then there are many problems.
Very last thing, very quickly. So the code of Twitch has been leaked as well. And so some people that were looking for it or looking for other observation have seen that the future strategy of Twitch. So for example, they have discovered that Twitch was planning to do a game platform such as Steam. Maybe you know Steam, that's a very great platform where you can buy a lot of different games and you can play directly with them. So that's a big strategy reveal, right? Because they're going to they wanted to become a direct competitor to Steam, maybe stealing their game, stealing their contract. I don't know. So what do you think about that, like strategically?
Yeah, I totally agree with what Roy say actually. Like what I'm worried about is like they get my for you say you were saying like the contract and the things that always be stolen, right?
Yeah.
So to be honest, I feel like if I'm just as a personal, they can like see what you agree with, or even still like your signature or something like that.
It's more like company to company.
Also from
games to platform.
Games. Well, they can see like what your strategy is like, and they can literally like see what's your target customer, and then they can like literally like see what they not concerned of, and then like just steal your customer, and then you can like have a big damage of your revenue actually.
But I think in terms of the business perspective, the impact would be low.
Oh.
Because frankly, I think ideas are cheap. Many ideas are actually, they might be converging. Meaning, even I don't know what Twitch is really doing, but from my understanding about the market, I sort of understand what is my next step and what is the next step of Twitch. So I think it's that like my confidential information is being leaked, but yeah.
You're much okay.
I don't think there are many things that the competitors can leverage those kind of information.
Okay. Even for Steam, like knowing that a big competitor is coming, do you think Steam is threatened by that?
Yeah, I'd say Steam would be pretty frightened because I don't know for you, if I'm like planning on buying a new game, usually I'd like look at playthroughs to see if I like the gameplay or like the thing. So if you have it all in like one platform, it makes it so much more convenient.
Yeah.
So even if someone's not really interested in a particular game, like I think the risk of like consumers completely shifting from Steam to Twitch would be really high.
Are there
sorry.
No, I'm just wanting to understand. Are there any hardcore gamers here?
No.
No. Wow, such a nerdy group.
Yeah, I think we can relate it to like Amazon's strategy, because obviously at first Amazon was just a bookseller, and now they became like a whole ecosystem, and so that would kind of be the thing with Steam and Twitch. If Twitch also started to sell games just like Steam, then you have everything in one ecosystem, and that would basically kind of relate to Amazon's strategy, and that would be scary to competitors.
But don't you know that Amazon is already selling games?
Yeah, they are.
There is like Prime Gaming, so you can link your Twitch to the Prime Gaming, so they're already selling games. So it would be a big platform if Twitch was at contract.
Sidetrack a bit. Do you guys see the new gaming platform from Netflix?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, if you go on Netflix, you can start playing games over there. Right now,
really?
I think
It is only on Android, right?
No, even on our list. I think, yeah.
Okay.
So I think in 2022, like gaming platform would be very hit. A lot of players then trying to like play a part.
Right. Perfect. Since you mentioned Netflix, let's get to our next topic.
Great transition.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
perfect, right? So basically, another news article that we thought was interesting was the development by Netflix of a horror movie using many other movies that they fed into an algorithm. And so I'm gonna let you talk about it a bit.
Yeah, actually, like the AI was fed like I think 400,000 hours of horror movie. So then it had to like write its own based on what it had seen. And like the result is like you can watch it on the Netflix YouTube channel. It's like 4 minutes if you have 4 minutes to waste, because it's like it has all the typical elements of the horror movies. So like there's like a bad guy that wears a mask. There's like the victim who's like a blonde girl. There's a detective. And it happens like in the night in an empty warehouse. But there's also like walls coming from the ceiling. And like despite all the elements of horror movies being present, like there's one thing that is missing, and it's the fear. Like it's not like it doesn't really make sense, and so in the end it's like funny and it does not make
Yeah, so to talk a bit more about the video itself, instead of talking about the AI and the machine learning, we'll talk about that later on. To talk about the video, you should definitely watch it because the fear is completely not here at all. We were laughing so hard when we watched it with Yuin just before. It's totally, what the fuck? Like,
It's my favorite movie.
You know what? I was so confused when the moment they're saying this news is about the horror movie.
Yeah.
So before we really get started, they spend some time to watch the video and they keep laughing. I was thinking like, you guys want to talk about horror movie or not? So yeah.
So, is there an explanation why the fear is not present at all? It was the IA totally okay with the fear? Did they not understand it? What happens? Do you have an idea?
I think it just like recognized like the patterns in every movie and just like took them all and tried to put them like in one movie.
All together, yeah.
Yeah, like all together, but it lacks the second degree and like the humor that you can find in those movies. Like it doesn't understand that. It just like take the elements and put them together, but there's no like link between them all. Like it lacks creativity basically. Like it's the
Logic.
ever-going debate, but
Yeah, logic
why
is
they
missing,
Yeah.
definitely.
I don't know if you agree
Yeah,
with it.
I feel like there is actually no context. Like you just enter into a horror movie and they're like doing something like, I'm gonna kill your colleague, and you don't even have like really like intimacy between you and your colleague. So they definitely like probably because like the AI doesn't really understand like what's the relationship between humans. So they can't really create a fear that you can actually relate it to it. So that's why you're like, okay, that's not even related. Yeah, so it's like very random.
So the feelings are totally missing, right?
Yeah.
The feelings is the part that the AI didn't understand.
Yeah, it kind of felt like the AI just like scanned through a bunch of scripts, got the most
Common
used
ones,
words,
yeah.
and then they just fit it like with what makes grammatical sense
Yeah.
without really like.
Yeah, actually. And I also think like in a horror movie, I feel like one of the elements that makes me feel like more like very frightened is that the music, like the background music always scare out of my ass. And
Yeah,
What are the background music actually?
like the
You're right. There were no music in the
there
little
wasn't
video.
any music.
There
but
weren't any
actually-
music.
Yeah, I think like the background music, like a creepy music, it's like one of the most essential things
Right.
that you can try to like mute like other horror movie, and see if you're frightened by that. So you can see like if music is an important factor for you. But for me, it is, yeah.
What about the drawings? Did you like it? Did you feel it was threatening for you? Were you afraid about the drawings, the images?
It was very funny.
It was funny, right?
Because
was
the
funny.
line was like, they don't have laughter, and they're basically not. Like, she's supposed to be shouting, but she's like, oh, stop, I'm so scared. Oh my God.
Yeah, the emotion wasn't there.
Yeah, there's like no emotions, like
It's literally machines.
Did the AI draw it, or was it that the human part of the project?
I think it was just asked to like write the script.
Okay.
Then they did it like in 3D. They just like animated the script.
Yeah, so I think that was also the plan for Netflix. Like once they got the script and they knew that they could not make a horror movie with that, they went with it and they just like tried to do something that was even like
Even funnier.
yeah, that was yeah. So I think that was what went behind the drawings. Yeah.
Do you think this experiment is successful?
So successful. Definitely. It works for me.
I think they can change their direction a little bit, like create using AI to create comedy. Then I think they would be hugely successful.
Totally.
But frankly, I'm very amused by the experiment that Netflix has been doing all the time. I think they already make a lot of impacts in how people consume like TV episode and movie. Although I know there are many directors in Hollywood which hate them, like Christopher Nolan. They want all the movies actually on cinema instead of on Netflix.
Yeah.
But you see how people like love Netflix and very attached with Netflix now. But I can see that it's not only about how they redefine the way to watching the movie, but also in the future. I'm not sure whether you guys have tried the Black Mirror special version.
Yeah.
It's the interactive one that you can
Yeah.
make decision to create that your own plot.
Yes.
I think they're trying to do a lot of like content heavy entertainment experience.
Yeah, it links with the game as well. You know, they want a relationship with not the patient, with the watcher. So they're creating some games, some jokes with the IA. So
Yeah, it's a really good move because they're trying to like combining story, content, and also gaming all together.
Yeah.
Very excited. I'm
Yeah.
very looking forward to see the whole new series how AI create those horror movie.
do you think they will do another one?
I think they did like actually do it with like other genres of movies, but it's
Didn't work.
yeah. But I'm not sure like the end goal is to actually like produce the movie that's written. Like it's more like experimental things, I guess. Like they're just trying out and see what happens.
Would you think it would be successful in some years? Like if they get, for example, the feelings, the emotions part of it, it can work?
I think it surely will like it be improved, but like if it's gonna work as good as like a real human do, I'm not really sure about that.
I don't know. Sorry. I don't know how like AI could like learn emotions, like if it would be possible, like maybe it would improve the movies, but I'm not sure like how it can be done.
Would you watch a movie if it was done by the IA? More than a 44 minutes video. If there are a lot of good critics.
Yeah, I'll definitely go. I already love this 4 minutes one.
I can tell.
Yeah, I'm the biggest fan
We
of
can
it.
see
I
that.
can talk about it on and on and on.
Would you watch it as well?
Yeah, probably. At least for the first one, it would be like an experience, at least to know what they can do. And then we'll see if there are others that are made, and then we'll consider it or not. But yeah.
But how feasible do you think that is? Like,
In the short run, maybe not really feasible, but in the longest run, probably a bit more. And maybe like if a movie like the one that was produced by Netflix, if there was a director behind it, like that could maybe tweak a bit the script and change some things and had the emotions in there, then he could use the basis of, well, the AI as a basis, but then build on it, and that would be maybe in the medium term a good solution maybe.
Actually, they are already doing that.
But also, if like the AI was like reading the script, like I wonder if it would be like an actual new movie, or like as it just like recognizes like patterns in movies, it would just be like a remix of like others. Like, would there not be some creative and novelty stuff missing? I don't know.
Just it will become just a copy of what is already. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
From a marketing perspective, I would say they do this for like a huge success, because I'll definitely like forward it to all of my friends.
All right, perfect. Well, do you had anything on the topics we tackled, or?
It was very fun.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was great.
Well, perfect. That's how we're gonna close our first podcast, and see you in the next one.
Thank you for the one who stayed till the end.
Bye.
Bye-bye. See
Bye.
you.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for listening to our first podcast. We hope you enjoyed it. We'd be happy to have your feedback, so don't hesitate to follow the Big Data Club on social networks. And that way you also won't miss our next podcasts and the amazing events organized by the whole team.